In this video, we talk about Nami. Nami has been consistently one of the more fun characters to watch in my opinion, simply because of her personality. It's quite strong, but caring at the same time. She has these funny moments in between which are quite predictable when you're watching it a few moments before, but it's still funny nonetheless. So, let's get right to it. Nami was last seen escaping with Carrot, and she should be able to do that successfully with all of the chaos going on, and with all the attention that Luffy, Yamato, the Scabbards, and the Samurai are getting. I assumed that they would be going up the second floor to try and rescue Momonosuke and meet up with Shinobu. It should be possible for Shinobu to melt away the cuffs if they aren't made of kairoseki, and take Momonosuke away to safety with the help of Nami, Carrot, and Robin, along with Jinbei and Sanji backing them up. Nami is the perfect fodder clearer of the crew, and she really shines through when she's clearing masses of enemies. I say this because I believe that Luffy, Zoro, Robin, and Jinbei could easily clear waves of enemies, but their energy and skills could be spent elsewhere. Sanji, Usopp, and Chopper are better off with one-on-ones. And Frankie could use his lasers, yes, but we haven't seen him use it at a high rate, making Nami the best fodder clearer of the crew at the moment. Personally, I feel like a lot of people think Nami is weak, and I can't say I blame them. In my opinion, she could take on some of the captains in the first half of the Grand Line at this point. Maybe even ones that are considered as super rookies. I feel like she could take down gifters pretty well and some headliners. Not a lot, but because some of them, like Hawkins and Apu, might not be in Nami's league. But I feel like she's still capable of taking down some headliners and dealing damage to Hawkins and Apu, especially with her unique set of skills. She's able to win fights against physically stronger opponents, like in most of her battles, which is another reason why I think that people believe Nami is weak, which again, I can't blame others for thinking that way. And technically, they're not wrong. But I do give Nami more slack simply because winning fights isn't always about who's physically stronger. I believe that, like all the other Straw Hats, Nami's strengths far outweigh her weaknesses. And the possible matchups for her in Wano, in my opinion, are the headliners and the Oniwa Banchu. Right now, these are really the best ones for Nami to match up with, but I'm open to a surprise from Oda. Though I do think that her role is really set as backup for this war. It's possible she could take on female ninjas in Orochi's Oniwa Banshu. That would make for an interesting fight for sure. And after the war in Wano, I think that Nami's bounty would increase to around 250 million belly because I want to be as consistent as I could with my previous predictions. So I'm sticking with the 250 million belly still. It might go higher, of course, but I do believe that 400 million would be the limit for Nami's bounty. I would be a bit disappointed if Nami's bounty was less than 250 million, but that's still a possibility. I just feel that with Zeus and maybe Prometheus as well, she would be fairly strong, maybe even enough to convince the other people that think Nami is weak that she is deserving of the 250 million belly bounty on her head, and that she could manage to support the crew in their journey through the Grand Line and trying to help them achieve their respective ambitions. And with those two under her command, I believe that 250 million is really, really within her airspace. I think that the power of both Zeus and Prometheus could be extracted from them in some way by the Sea Stone Smiths of Wano. Or maybe if someone like Brook could cut them and Nami could get a part of those two instead. So that Nami won't be stealing Zeus and Prometheus from Big Mom. Because then, how shameful would that be? Getting your weapons stolen twice. So if this were to happen, she would still be getting the power up from Zeus and Prometheus, just without stealing them completely from Big Mom. Now, Nami could also get Sea Stone infused into her Climatact so that it could become sturdier, and she would be able to handle fruit users much better, especially Logia types. I think that both Nami and Robin are good candidates for learning observation hockey, but I doubt that they'd learn armament hockey. It's also possible that the war in Wano is such a close call for everyone that it makes them able to use hockey. Because as we've learned, hockey blooms in difficult situations. Though I don't think that Nami and Robin would learn hockey in Wano, I really believe that Brooke, Chopper, and Frankie need it more. So I do hope that these three learn armament hockey in Wano. I'm really hoping to see an all-black Frankie or General Frankie in the future. A Ryuo Kung Fu Master Chopper would be nice but overpowered and unnecessary. And Brooke with basic armament hockey would be ideal. For Nami, on the other hand, observation hockey could help her avoid attacks much better. She's usually calm, except when she's shocked by some big event or when she's mad at Luffy and the other boys of the crew. Also, side note, these are the kinds of scenes that have been one of the most memorable things about Nami, so much so that it has become a meme. But going back, she does well on the backlines and was pretty decent in the frontlines pre-time skip, as well as in the Fishman Island arc. But moving forward, I believe that it would be best for Nami to stay at the back, so that the boys could take most of the attention and give Nami all the space and preparation that she needs to cast her Thunderbolt tempo and her other spells. And these reasons are why I think that Nami is probably the last Straw Hat that needs to learn hockey.
I'm very sorry to all Nami fans.
Next, if I recall correctly, there is only one more road poneglyph that the Straw Hats need to find so that they can get the accurate coordinates of Laugh-Tale. And it's probably the one beside Joy Boy's poneglyph in Fishman Island. I'm not sure, but I don't think we saw it when the Straw Hats got there, when Robin was reading Joy Boy's letter. But I'm pretty sure we've seen it in Roger and Odin's flashback. And after checking, I see that it's in chapter 967 to be exact. It was there when Roger traveled through the Grand Line for the second time, but when Robin got to Fishman Island, it wasn't there. I don't recall if this was given or taken by someone, but if I had to guess, it could be in Blackbeard's possession or in Marco's, because this was previously Whitebeard's territory. I really just don't recall. I'll include it in one of the videos moving forward once I confirm, or you could comment down below. But going back to the topic, Nami's dream of sailing around the world and navigating through all of the seas will definitely come true immediately after they find the last road poneglyph. Because I'm sure that once they find it, Luffy and Usopp would get so pumped up for it and they would go straight there. As if Luffy could wait. I know, right? Imagine Luffy being able to wait patiently for a piece of meat, especially considering how he ate so much raw and uncooked stuff back in Impel Down after Ivankov treated him for poisoning. Or or the time that Nami was holding meat closer and closer to Luffy's mouth when he wasn't looking. I think that was back in Punk Hazard. Those scenes were so hilarious, and I believe that that impatience will show itself again, and they'll jump right at the first chance that they could get to go to Laugh Tale. Much like how Roger reacted when they got a hold of those four coordinates that they needed. And to wrap this whole thing up, let's talk about Nami and her final opponent in the whole story. That could be Otsuru, but she's too old already, so I guess it could be the Celestial Dragons themselves, or maybe Hina. But she might have haki since she's already a rear admiral, and since all vice admirals know haki, she could know at least one of the three. But regardless, it would be a great fight between Nami and Hina, especially after the Wano arc when Nami gets her power-ups. But anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Crush like if you did, just like how Nami crushes Luffy's face when he does something wrong. And comment down below who you think Nami's final opponent will be. And if you love One Piece, subscribe to the channel so it could grow. Hit the notifications button because on the next video, we will talk about our furry little friend, Beppo. No, Chopper. And as always, stay safe. Peace.